And we're here for live tarot readings. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. That's what we do here. We do free live tarot readings. And we go on YouTube. And then we watch ourselves and get chat going as well. There we go. We got our chat going. We got everything going. And not really sure where chat is. Chat is over here. I need to get it moving. Shaker Maker, welcome back. It's good to see you. Look what I got. Normally Kim, welcome back as well. I got the Muse Tarot. This is by the same person that did the other tarot. This is Chris Ann. And this looks pretty cool. I'm not quite sure what the theme is here. But we'll unbox it tomorrow and tomorrow morning and do all that stuff and see what's good. See what's good with the Muse Tarot. Temperance Tarot, hello, Tiara. What's going on? P-Love, Fatah, Ashley, CM, welcome. And normally Kim, welcome as well. So how is everybody doing tonight? It's a Tuesday. Hopefully we get less restrictions on the quarantine soon. Soon, you know. Maybe less quarantine would be great. Less quarantine would be great. Who will I date next? Did he say the truth or did he simply want to give me what he asked for? Angela, welcome. What is going on? Tiara? All right. So let's see. We got water tonight. We are all set. Just woke up from a nap. See, that's the good part. That's the good part about the quarantine. You can take more naps. You can take more naps, you know? People don't expect you to show up. They're like, you want to take a nap? Go ahead. Go ahead. No, we can't. I don't want to say what we can't. You can't take more naps. Okay. Move the microphone a little closer over here. There we go. And move it down some as well. All right, it'll be perfect. I got a second opinion from the Tarot Magician. So, Shaker, spill it. Spill it, Shaker. Like, what else happened there? What else happened with Tarot Magician? There's your second opinion. Your second doctor just came in there. Naps are the best indeed. All right. Who will I date next? Truth. Will we break free from the government? Ashley wants to know. Well, you know. Well, let's figure that out. Let's see. Will we break free? Will we break free? You mean losing all of your rights is inconveniencing you? I mean, you know, you've lost all your rights, but you know, it's a minor inconvenience. It's a minor inconvenience. Shelby, what is going on? All right, and for this, we can use the Little Prince Tarot. I don't really have a government tarot. I don't. Maybe I should make one. What do you think? Like a government tarot. There you go. Naps are indeed the best. So what did Tarot Magician say? Where, when will I meet this good best friend? CM wants to know. That's the friend that won't ditch you, right? That is the friend that won't ditch you. CM, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. I had to click the Hooping Rabbit. You saw the Muse Tarot. We'll unbox that tomorrow and check that out, but that is definitely here. So I would use it tonight, but I got to do a 4K flip through. I got to do an unboxing. You know, I got to have channel content. I got to have channel content because that's what we do here. Sort of. I mean, you know, kind of, sort of. Anyway, so Shaker, I'm still waiting. Lovers came out twice. I need to be patient. I'm on his mind. I need to be careful with my words. He's working on his side of things and things will move fast. There you go. Well, I did say things will move fast. I did have the Eight of Wands on mine. So Wolfie, welcome. How's it going? Mystic, hey, how are you? It's an interesting deck I'm using indeed. All right. So just bought two more decks. Temperance Tarot, you have the addiction just like me. I can see the friend that won't ghost. That's what she said. It has been a long time, Sid. What is going on? Luthien, good evening to you as well. I got my mini everyday witch. That's awesome. All right. Will we break free? Will we break free? The King of Pentacles says that the the forces that be, or as Roger Waters says, the powers that be, are going to be around for a bit longer, right? The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has discovered that they can remove all of our rights with no effort whatsoever. So, you know, it seems that the King of Pentacles is pretty excited about that, I have to say. Pretty excited about that, but not as excited as I am to unbox the Muse Tarot tomorrow morning. I'm just saying. So the King of Pentacles is fairly excited about that. And the Knight of Wands says they're not really going to, you know, release this real too soon. You can't release that too soon. You have to, you know, sort of, you know, hang out and see what kind of things you can do with that, right? Chartrellis, welcome back. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands says it can be around for a little while longer while they sort of experiment with it and figure out, you know, just what they can do with this newfound items. And the Hanged Man says also that they are looking at this and they are sort of going to evaluate this or behind closed doors possibly and see, you know, what's the future? What's the future of this particular thing? And how can we use this in the future? The Hanged Man says they have a new perspective on how to do the things that they do sometimes. And the Page of Swords says you're not going to get any information until pretty much the last minute. You know, I think we'll break free, but they're not really going to give out the information until the last minute. So there you go. There you go. And that is the Little Prince Tarot, by the way, one of my favorite tarots. The Night Reader, welcome Larry. And Angela snuck in. Welcome. Gracia, Mystic Cat snuck in. TTV is here. And all of that. There we go. And in a third-party situation, just like the Three of Cups did, if I'm not careful. Oh, okay. So basically, it sounds like a lot of repetition for what I said before. So there we go. There you go. Your second opinion sounds like a lot like my last reading. So that's good. That's good that it wasn't like just completely different. You know what I mean? It wasn't just completely different. Where and when will I meet this good best friend? All right. Where and when will I meet this good best friend? Let's find out about that with the Muse Tarot. No, just kidding. The Light Seers Tarot. The Light Seers Tarot. By the way, the Muse Tarot. Watch out tomorrow morning. It's coming. It's coming. We'll unbox. We'll do 4K flip through. You know, I mean, we're going to have all sorts of good stuff with this thing. This is pretty, this looks thick. Look at this. So that's the Light Seers and that's the Muse. It looks just as thick. That's good news. That's good news. We're talking about some pretty good quality here. It looks about the same size too. I think we may be looking at some pretty good quality. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We have another Light Seers on the way. That would be wonderful. Wondering when my dry spell will be over. Night Reader had a good show. I was reading a book. Let's see. I was going to tune in, Larry, but I was reading a book. I was checking out a book, trying to get it finished. It was Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. That was really good. All right. The Muse the same size. Yeah, the Muse looks exactly the same size. It's the same thickness. It's the same thickness. It looks the same size. I think we have another Light Seers, which is good news. So I like that. I like that a lot. All right, where and when will I meet my best friend? Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right. So let's figure out what we're going to do with this new best friend. So we do have a best friend with the Seven of Swords. So let's see where. So where and when. The Seven of Swords points to work. Points to some type of work or some type of daily activity where we go on a day-to-day basis, what we do on a day-to-day basis, sort of the day-to-day routine type thing as well. And we have that with the Seven of Swords into the Two of Pentacles, sort of the choices, how we go about work, how we go about, Silly Billy, welcome, and Grump, how's it going? How we go about our day-to-day life, right? So we just meet them at work pretty much, or pretty much the same thing as day-to-day activities, day-to-day work, and things like that, which you do all day type thing. So the Two of Pentacles points towards work. Seven of Swords points towards this unexpected or just sort of person that you wouldn't normally think would be a friend, and then they, you know, they're sort of just nice, and you're like nice back to them. Bountiful Sea Turtle, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So you're nice to them as well, and everything just goes from there. So it is looking pretty good. That is looking pretty good for that. As for when, the Five of Cups says that they have sort of experienced similar things to what you have, right? With people that are not really good friend, and it's not really the best situation and whatnot, but the Five of Cups says they've experienced the same thing that you have, and they end up, you know, sort of understanding your dilemma or understanding where you're coming from, and they almost think it's kind of funny, etc. As for when, you're looking for, I would say like 4 to 5 months, but it starts out just kind of casual, and then, you know, you just sort of talk and things like that. So supervisor seems very disinterested in hiring new people. Well, yeah, it is the invisible boogeyman until that goes away, until the virus goes away and all of the invisible evil things go away. Then they're not going to be hiring anybody, pretty much, yeah. Because you can't really, because you don't know how long this dry spell is going to last and how long the invisible man is going to be around. Okay, so SL, what are K's intentions with me? Let's find out by using this one. What is this one, you ask? It is the Golden Wheel Tarot. That is awesome. Past 2 years. Okay. It may not be her. All right. Let's think around 4 to 5 months. Look at that. That's time enough for the invisible virus to go away and everybody to calm down. Although I don't think they're going to calm down anytime soon. We'll see. Lauren C. Hey, how is it going? So good to see you again. Does he want to be with me again? There you go. Check that out. And figure this out. We're going to have past 2 years. I'm Aquarius. Career, job in the future. Okay, so she just wants to know, what is Kelvin's intentions with me? What are Kelvin's intentions with me? Check this out. Lauren C, thank you again. I appreciate that. Let's see, does he want to be with me again? Okay, so the King of Swords points to the Kelvin. The King of Swords points to that they like to talk. Haiti, thank you. I appreciate your donation. They like to talk. The King of Swords, they're good with talking. And I think they talk, and you're not sure what they mean. Because I think that sometimes when they talk, they have a bit of a conflicting feel to them, or your intuition is sort of keying off and saying, you know, that doesn't sound right. I mean, they seem like they're sincere. They sound like they're sincere, but something just doesn't sound right about the whole thing. And the King of Swords into the Ten of Wands just says your intuition is sort of peeking off this. And you're trying to get that feel, and you're trying to understand what exactly they're saying, not only from words, but from a personality standpoint, or from a, sort of from a psychic standpoint, trying to understand where they're coming from. So Cosmic Fun, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So the Lover says that they do want something, something going on. They do want some relationship. They do want something good going on. Unfortunately, Temperance says that they could be a bit of a mixture as far as love is concerned. You could be back and forth between love and hate, or passion and no passion, or relationship and no relationship. It doesn't seem that steady, right? This Temperance is not sort of blending into each other. Luthien, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We are stacked. Full. All right. Let me expand this and actually read all of these. Okay, cool. But Temperance says they may be conflicting. It may not just be the words are conflicting, but their actions will be conflicting as well. Brianna, welcome back. It's so good to see you. How's it going? So Brianna, look what I got. Brianna, look what it's upside down. Look what I got, Brianna. The Muse. It's coming tomorrow. We're actually going to read with it tomorrow. We may only read with it tomorrow. You never know. But the that conflict is not only with the words, it's also going to be with their actions, and it's also going to be with the relationship. So they do want something going on. Is it going to be steady and flowing and beautiful? Maybe not. Maybe it'll be a bit confusing and back and forth. So they do have intentions towards you, but you know, again, they're confusing, not only in words but in actions as well. So, all right, Haiti, Jay has not called me or texted me, not sure. All right, let's see that. I said this weekend or next. HG, Jay not called nor texted. It's going good. The music looks great. It looks so fun. I can't wait. I was going to do it today, but I've been reading this book and I'm on the last like 100 pages and it was like a thriller. And so I'm just like, you know, just like page as fast as I could. So, I mean, that happened. I couldn't put it down. That happened, you know? All right. So, Haiti hasn't called or texted me. So, yesterday I said this weekend or a couple of days after. So, let's see if that still holds true here. Let's see if that still holds true by using the Thoth Tarot, Brianna's favorite deck, by the way. Brianna's absolute favorite deck is the Thoth Tarot. Went for a motorcycle ride. There you go. You don't see, with a motorcycle ride, you don't have to wear a mask. You just put on the helmet. Has anyone seen the funny outfits that people are wearing to Walmart? People are putting like an entire trash bag over their head and cutting eye holes into it. It's pretty wild. Go to YouTube and check out the Walmart virus protection outfits. Anyway, so all right. So as far as this, the fire has gone out. The fire has gone out. We have a delay here, right? The fire has gone out. Not really too concerned about this. He's not really on schedule. He's running a bit behind, and it's sort of bothering him as well, as far as running behind on a variety of different things. It had no answer. Okay. So he's running behind on a variety of different things. He's got some things that are happening, and he's not quite prepared for it. So he has some distractions. Things are happening, and he's not quite prepared for it. He's just sort of, you know, ignoring distractions at the moment. But he will sort of catch up and he will sort of come back once the distractions are done, right? So the reverse of strength, the reverse of having all of this action and having this fire and having everything organized and things are going awry and it's just not going well at the moment. And so it's just not, you know, not something where they're too excited about it or they're too excited about anything right now. They have a lot of distractions. So he will catch up. The Six of Wands, the Lord of Success, he will catch up. He will go through there and get excited with this and then follow through. But it's not until that he gets all of the other distractions sort of figured out that that's going to be possible, right? So looking at the structure and the home, he's got some issues at home. Some things are turned upside down as per, you know, the home card, the security card doesn't have that security blanket that he needs, a security blanket that he wants. And things are just up in the air right now for a variety of reasons. So look for heavy distractions. Things are running late, but I'm still sticking with this weekend or a couple of days after. He'll be contacting you. And so it's looking pretty good. But I think it'll be a last minute when he contacts you. The last reading I said he contacted you and it'll be a last minute thing. So could be a last minute thing. Just hang out and see what happens, I guess. Bountiful Sea Turtle, is my friend drinking again? I don't know. Let's find out. Is your friend getting some drink? Okay, when you say drinking again, you mean water, right? Is he drinking some Ozarka? Is that where we're going with this? I'm just saying. Has my friend been drinking Ozarka water? Let's find out. With the Muse Tarot. No, I'm kidding. We haven't even boxed it yet. Tomorrow we'll have the Muse Tarot, by the way. All right, Silly Billy, my favorite magician. How will ex-Pisces feel when he sees me and the Capricorn together? Maybe they'll be jealous. You never know. All right, Bountiful Sea Turtle is my friend drinking my friend drinking Ozarka water again? Let's figure that out. Let's figure that out. Mo, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. We'll become a great tarot reader. Of course you will, Mo. Of course you will, Mo. You just gotta put that practice in. You'll be all right. All right, let's say boost. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The Ozarka is a joke. The Ozarka is a very poor joke because, you know, I have Ozarka right here. It's so convenient, you know? All right. The devil has entered the scene. This is not a good start. This is not a good start. I mean, I'm just saying, if I were to start this up, this is not where I kind of want to, not where I want to go. This is not exactly where I would want to go. I'm just saying. But yeah, the devil has entered the scene. So we do have that temptation about that. It's almost like that someone has either tempted him or someone said, hey, you know, let's go for something real quick, or something happened where you do have that that influence or that devil influence type of feel there, right? So the devil points to there could be a possibility of some influences that are not as good, He could have seen the Ozarka water and then said, you know, I want to drink some water. And that, you know, that's what it could be right there, right? Capricorn indeed. Sort of defeats the purpose of the devil, but yeah. So the devil has that influence. Ace of Swords, somebody possibly has contacted this person. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never assume your buddy's been drinking based upon a fat man reading cards. You know, I'm just saying. But could have had a bit of a help. Could have had a bit of an influence. Somebody said, "Hey, let is, you know, let's grab a quick drink or something." Yeah, sure. You know, nothing, no problem. Anyway, but the Eight of Cups says, I think that they got back on the wagon. And I think that looks, I think that they got back on the wagon and had a change of heart, and I think everything is fine now. But I think they had a bit of a dip. Possibly fell off the wagon. Okay, this is like a Seinfeld skit, but is it fell off the wagon is bad, or got on the wagon is bad, right? Because if you got on the wagon, would that mean the drinking wagon? Or if you fell off the wagon, did you fell off because you were drunk? I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming fell off the wagon means that you fell off the wagon and now, you know, you got to chase the wagon to get back on it. And that's not good. So I'm going to assume fell off the wagon means you started drinking. I don't know. Again, I remember Seinfeld skit asking that question, and there was no good answer. But the Ace of Swords said he had a little help. Fell off the wagon, got back on the wagon, everything's fine now. Had a little temptation maybe, you know, had a little temptation maybe. You never know. You never know. Oh, Lauren C., does he want to be together with me again? Let's find out. Does he? Does he want to be together with me again? Lauren C., I mean, if he doesn't, the person's a fool. The person's a fool because you are amazing. You're amazing. A person would be a fool. Speaking of fool, where's my button? Gilded, there it is. Gilded Tarot Royale. If you like Seinfeld, you like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Isn't that Larry David did that too? I've never seen that. That's a good idea. Thank you. I will check that out. I'm currently addicted to books, but I could take a break for some shows. You know, I'm boxed in over here. I'm quarantined over here. So, does he want to be with me again? How could he not want to? I'm just saying. How could he not? Okay. Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and then the Fool. Well, you know, I say that. I say that, but the Knight of Wands into the Queen of Swords, I think that he is busy with other people. I think he could be busy with other people. This is Lauren C. Does he want to be with me again? So I think that Bountiful Sea Turtle, we just did yours with Fell Off the Wagon. The Knight of Wands into the Queen of Swords. I think that he may be busy with someone else, maybe possibly been busy with someone else, has a little bit of an action on the side there. The Knight of Wands sort of riding towards, no pun intended, riding towards the Queen of Swords, getting a bit of a communication with somebody else, or getting a bit of other things happening with somebody else. The Ten of Pentacles, I think that ultimately they will have, or he will have a bit of a change of heart, but he'll have something happening for a little while. So it looks distracted, it looks distracted, right? So like there's things happening in the background, the things going on. Maybe things aren't going perfectly, but there is some action on the side here. And the Ten of Pentacles, I think he's sort of shooting for the moon, trying to find the perfect relationship. And I don't think this is quite it, because the Fool says that they eventually just sort of venture off of that and venture towards something else. So if you're looking with, does he want to be with me again? He currently looks pretty distracted. Will that last? It doesn't look like it. You do have the Ten of Pentacles, meaning you could have a potential for a relationship, or he's sort of looking for a relationship that's going to be more long-term, but he doesn't find it with this particular person. So at that point, maybe he could want to be with you again, maybe. But it seems like he's going to be distracted, or he's currently distracted, or things are going on. Laura H., welcome. How's it going? So you could have a potential of being distracted soon, or currently distracted, but there seems to be a delay. Seems to be a bit of a delay for that. All right, so Haiti wants to know, for the next 2 weeks for me. Next 2 weeks. And for this, what can we use for this? I think that we could use the Dark Mansion Tarot, because that's how we roll with the Dark Mansion Tarot. Let's get this one out of the way first. Oh, I know what I want to use. I want to use that one over there. Today is your birthday. Huda, happy birthday to you. How's it going? All right, Dark Mansion Tarot. Check it out and see how it goes. See how it goes with the next 2 weeks. All right, let's turn that off and check it out. What does the next 2 weeks have for you? So I think that you're going to get some good news. We have some good news. The Sun into the Moon. We had a couple of majors within here, right? You're going to get some good news. And I think that I want Dark Mansion Tarot next. There you go. I think that the good news sort of comes from either a family type thing or a money type thing, to where you have a bit of good news overall in the next 2 weeks. I think the next 2 weeks is going to be looking up. I think that either something in your life is going to be sort of improving, or you have some other things that are sort of developing as you sort of go. And I think you're going to be pretty excited in the next couple of weeks. So the next couple of weeks, you're sort of making forward progress for some things. Things are looking up. I think you get some good news, or some progression type things from either the family or someone that you know, and either a friend or the family, and you get that good news coming in. Laura H., thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But the Sun-Moon combo is an excellent moon combo. It's sort of this nice combination, right? We have the light, we have the illumination, and then we have the intuition, or we have the sort of psychic connection with all of that as well. It's like we have everything that we need. The next 2 weeks, you're going to have everything that you need. Things are going to come together. Things are going to be pretty well oriented with that. The Four of Pentacles, I think sometimes within the next 2 weeks, you're sort of trying to hang on to what you have. A lot of times you sort of share things with others, or you're sharing, or a giving person, and you're trying to hold on to what you have in some respects, because it's sort of like you're just nervous about a situation, a particular situation that's sort of roaming around. You're trying to figure out how to deal with it, and within that concept, or within that reality, you're just sort of trying to hang on to what I have, because everything's sort of moving around and I'm not really sure, what's going to come next, right? The Seven of Wands, I think the situation also makes you a bit defensive, And so you're just sort of, you know, let me see what's happening. Things are moving around quickly. Let me just sort of be prepared and hang on, right? And hang on. Courtney, let's see, Courtney Laster, you donated with Square, right? Courtney, let me know what your question is. We'll get to that. Thank you for your donation, by the way. Thank you for your donation, Courtney. You'll be after Luthien. So let me know your question. Type it into chat down there, and we will check it out for you. We will check it out for you. Thank you again. All right. So let's see. Cosmic Fun, CF. How about my next week? How about my next week? Let's check it out. All right. For this one, we can use the Playful Heart because, you know, I like that deck. You know, I like that deck. Who was that person that commented on this deck? They were like, no grown man should ever use this deck. And I replied, I'm a grown man, I think. I'm a grown man in you know, sometimes I act like a grown man. Not all the time, but sometimes, occasionally. And I love this deck. I think I adore this deck. This is one of my favorite decks. I hate to say it, this is one of my favorite decks. It's just so light and fun, and it doesn't take anything seriously. It doesn't take anything seriously. That's what I like about it. It's just nice and relaxed. You don't have to get super serious with it. You don't have to be, you know, I don't know. It's nice and relaxed, and it makes me relaxed, and that's a good thing. And that is a good thing. Anyway. Paige Bremer, welcome. How's it going? See, look at this. See, Paige loves this deck. Look how cute this thing is. This is so cute. All right. So we're trying to figure out for Cosmic Fun, how about my next week? And we're also waiting for Courtney to type her question into chat. Question into chat. So how does Peter... All right. Yes, we need some fun. We need some fun. Everybody's locked down. Everybody's all freaked out and scared. They're going to get the invisible boogeyman. Is going to come in and take them away. We need something relaxing and fun. I completely agree. Speaking of which, relaxing and fun, it's there. Courtney, can you? It's there where? Courtney, I'm looking. I don't see it. Chat's moving quick. Chat is moving mighty quick, Courtney. If you can type it again, I'd greatly appreciate it because I am scrolling all the way up into when the chat began, and I do not see it. So if you can type it again, sorry about that. What does the universe have to tell me? All right, thank you, Courtney. I appreciate it. Miss Michelle, welcome back. I appreciate the donation. And Sid, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Can I get a major general, not private? I have no idea what that means. Can I get a major general? Okay, a major general. Not to be confused with a colonel, but a major general. How about my next week? I think you're going to be able to get out of the house next week. I think you're going to have an opportunity to sort of get out next week. Get out, go somewhere, do something, you know, maybe not substantial. We're still in lockdown until forever. But the Fool says you're going to be able to get some new adventure next week, some sort of adventure next week. And I think the Five of Cups says you're going to have somebody that sort of goes with you, right? Maybe you grab your quarantined partner. Maybe you'll grab your quarantined partner and head out somewhere, go somewhere, you know? Because I think it's time for you to, I think you'll have an opportunity to go somewhere. Obviously, nothing around other people, but, you know? Brianna, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, who to retype your question? There we go. All right, cool. Thanks, Brianna. Appreciate that. So the Fool into the Five of Cups says sort of get out and go somewhere. I don't think you can be able to go where you want, but you are going to be able to get out and sort of, you know, spread your legs. Well, that sounds bad. Stretch your legs and, you know, get somewhere and do something. Obviously not around other people. We're still in quarantine, et cetera, but I think you're going to be able to get out and sort of stretch your legs a little bit next week. The Five of Cups says that, let's see. So you also have the sort of into the Five of Cups into the Two of Pentacles. I think that you also notice some things that are sort of important later. I think it sort of gives you some inspiration, some ideas about other things to do. And once the quarantine's lifted, and I think you have a lot of things that you want to do that you're sort of squelched from doing right now. And you're going to be able to do that a little bit more. You're going to be able to sort of coordinate things, sort of, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? And sort of get those plans hammered out and be able to get stuff done and be able to get some excitement out there. But I think you'll be able to, sort of stretch your legs and go out and sort of get out a little bit next week. Obviously not around other people. We're still in quarantine, et cetera, but that's how it goes. That is how it goes. We'll do Luthien, and then we will do Courtney, and then we will go down the list accordingly. All right. So anyway, thank you all for all of your donations. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So Luthien wants to know, how did P feel about me? Luthien actually typed quite a bit of text there. How did Peter feel about me? Does he think of me today? He's someone that's very loved. I think he did something. I think he did. There we go. Okay, let's try that. And for this, we could use the this tarot, which I don't have, the Shadowland tarot, which I do not have. Major general private reading, non-private reading. Sid. There we go. Sid, did you get your deck? Did you get your cards? Sid, I sent them to you. Sid. I think the tracking shows they were delivered. Let me know, Sid. Sid, how you liking them? Did you get them and that's why you came in? You're like, yay, I got my cards. All right. Then how does P feel about me? What's P going on? Peter, does he think of me? Does he love me? Is he going to come and give me a big embrace and not give me the corona? Let's find out in the next chapter of How Does P Feel About Me. There we go. Page of Cups into Strength, into the Six of Cups, into the Hierophant. Okay, cool. Everybody got their card. See, that's what I'm talking. Well, unless you're overseas. If you're overseas, you're going to wait for the rest of your natural life. Yeah, thank you, Virus, for, pausing all mail across country borders. They may actually hold the mail. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're going to do. I'm never shipping international again, ever, never. This is really sort of dissuaded me from doing that international thing. Now that everybody's closing the borders, and I don't know what's happening with mail, and and the delay is going to be outrageous. I apologize. Oh, Bountiful Sea Turtle, I got a third course out. A third course if you're interested. Anyway, so the Page of Cups says that P has a little feel. So, but this is the problem, right? So your question was, how does Peter really feel about me? Does he think about me today? He is someone I loved and always will. He kept his feelings for himself. And you're seeing that within the reading. You're seeing that within the context of the reading as well, right? The Page of Cups, maybe I'm not good at that feels. Maybe I'm not good at that. Maybe I'm not that good at communicating. Maybe I'm not good at that showing that communication. Maybe I'm not good at expressing that communication. I tend to hold it in. With strength. I want to have an outward appearance that's controlled by me. And if I express my emotions, if I do things like that, if I give people the feels, that sounds terrible, but if I share feelings with people, and if I dive deep into that, and if I let myself go like that and do that, then that's going to be something where I can't control. Now my strength is gone. So that's not something that they want to do, right? The Six of Cups, I do think that they do have feelings for you. Do they sit there and think about you all day? No. Do they think about you occasionally? Maybe. But again, you're not just, bountiful on their mind. You're not bountiful in their mind. The Six of Cups says that they have some other things happening. They may have some other things going and some interesting, other parties that they're entertaining at the moment, or other things that are keeping them busy, or they have some things that are on the distraction level, right? So it's not going to be able to be something that they you're not constantly on their mind, but they occasionally think about you, sure. The Hierophant says again that they really sort of want to get that outward appearance of strength. They want to get that. They want to be formal. And if they do contact you again, if they talk to you again and things like that. How long has he been on? 39 minutes and 54 seconds, Sabrina. So the Hierophant says it's a very serious thing. If they do contact you again, it'll be on a very serious note. It won't be with the feels and the emotions and things like that. So if you're looking for this person just to spill all of the love and spill all of their guts and think about you all the time, it's not really happening. But I mean, if you did contact them, they contacted you, then it would be on a very formal basis, right? Sort of formal basis anyway. At least that's what the cards say. That's what the cards say. That's right. 40 minutes and 28 seconds now. And Mo Greyhawk wants to know. Oh no, Mo Greyhawk doesn't want to know. Before Mo Greyhawk, Sunny, welcome. Hey, how's it going? Before Mo Greyhawk, we're going to do Courtney. What does the universe have to tell me? All right. Let's see, Courtney, CL. What does the universe got to say? Because the universe is pretty talkative sometimes. I'm just saying, the universe says that you should pick up the Muse Tarot. The Muse Tarot. We're going to use that tomorrow night, by the way. We may do half the readings tomorrow night with the Muse Tarot. I'm just saying we may do half the readings with Muse. We may. Tomorrow night is when you wanna tune in. I'm telling you right now. Tomorrow night is going to be the stream. Shaker Maker, Mike and the Mechanic, and a compatible relationship. All right, let's check it out. Meanwhile, we'll do Bonefire Tarot. Brianna's like, please book a private, please. All right, let's find out about that. What does the universe have to tell you? What does the universe have? Oh, speaking of privates, by the way, not my privates. Okay, that sounds bad. I mean, speaking of private readings, you can get one for $30. I'm not even kidding. That's like half price of most other people that I know. That's like half price of most other people I know. For a 20-minute reading, that's a pretty, I mean, that's what I'm not saying. That's a great deal. That's a pretty good deal. And I'm working from home, so my availability is pretty flexible too. You know, I'm just saying. Bonefire Tarot, in case you're wondering. Whee! Okay. So, Seven of Coins says that about the universe. Seven of Coins says that the current path you're on spiritually, the current path you're on psychically, the current path you're on is basically okay. It's okay, but it needs some adjustments, as the Nine of Wands points out. The current path that you're on, it needs some adjustments, which means that you may be on a different pathway. You may have to adjust either to the right or to the left of where you're currently going. I think that you do have the spiritual realm. You do have a lot of the things you're trying to accomplish are getting done, but they're getting done a bit more slowly than what you would like. So you sort of want to make minor adjustments as you go. Don't be firm on the path. Don't be straight on the path and think that you never can make the adjustments. You're going to have to make the adjustments, right? Also, the opportunities that you have sometimes are very good opportunities, even though you may not like them at first. In other words, let's say I have an opportunity to go here and do this. Maybe I have an opportunity to try this and to go that and to do this. Those may seem bad at first, but further investigation would reveal that those are actually pretty cool, pretty good opportunities. The Fool says, Into the Lover says some of these opportunities are great. Some of them are good and have some good power to them and will be great for your healing, great for your recovery, and good for sort of getting back to where you want to go once you sort of slip and fall, which currently sort of does that. So anyway, so that is what the universe wants to tell you. All right. Okay. All right. Mohawk Greyhawk, will I become a good tarot reader? Let's check that out. Let's see, MG. Will I become a good tarot reader? I don't know. You want to use this? What is this? Where is it? Where is this? I don't have, oh yeah, I do. The Rosetta Tarot. The Rosetta Tarot indeed. Paige, happy I found this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, good on my question. Huda, we got your question. Huda, you're 4 away. You're 4 away, Huda, or 5 away. 5 away, Huda. I promise I'm getting to you. I swear I'm getting to you. Huda, happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Huda. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay. I will be 30. Can I have a reading on how this chapter of my financial and love will be? Okay. All right. Happy birthday, dear Huda. Okay, so looking at will I become a good tarot reader for Mo? Oh, Lust in the Tower. I think you're gonna need to put more effort into it. I think when you go forth, you go do it. I don't think that you're actually you're not reading for people or you're not reading enough. But basically it says to step it up a bit, right? Lust. Step it up a little bit. Go outside of your comfort zone. Push yourself a little more than you would have pushed yourself before. And you're going to be able to sort of get that thrust or get that push. You know, tonight is just innuendo night. You're going to get that thrust or that push into where you sort of want to be a little bit, sort of where you want to be, right? The lust into the tower. And I think you're going to reach a point once you push yourself outside of the comfort zone and push yourself a little more than you're comfortable with. In other words, read for some different people, read for some unusual readings, and just go forth and just read. Like you're watching somebody else's stream, somebody has a weird question, write the question down, and then in your own private time, put down some cards for it because it's a tough question. You want to do tough questions and put yourself over that tower to where suddenly you just have that moment of clarity and things sort of move along, right? I think a lot of ways you're sort of stuck into the Eight of Cups to where you're just not making the progress that you want. You're just not getting as far as you want. You're just not able, because of time constraints and things like that, you're just not able to sort of push forward or push through. And the Eight of Cups says that's a bit disappointing, or you're a bit, not too happy with it, etc., etc. But keep going, and I think things will work out. The Two of Cups says you'll be able to get into that groove to where it just comes naturally. Things just flow out, like tonight's Indie Windows, right? Things just flow out and are unexpected. I think the Two of Cups says that's where you're at. But basically, double your efforts, redouble your efforts. If you need to dip into astrology, if you need to dip into Kabbalah, if you need to dip into something, if you need to get more challenging readings, sort of push yourself a little farther, and then you'll hit that snapping point where everything becomes much easier and everything just flows, right? All right. Anyway, good luck with all that. And of course, watching TarotOracle's channel, where he unboxes the Muse Tarot tomorrow morning, will help you greatly. I think watching this unboxing right here will actually triple your tarot ability. I'm just saying. What's the next step with S? Let's find out about that. What am I doing? MM. It's not MM, it's lower H. I'm distracted just touching the box. I'm just saying. All right. And until that, I've returned to drinking water. Is that back on the wagon or is that off the wagon? That Seinfeld episode did bring up a good point. I'm just saying. Speaking of good points, we're going to go with the Anna K. Go back Monday night. Laura H., we're going to check this out. What is the next step with S? Figure this out. Figure this out. Then we got Miss Michelle, we got Sid, we got Brianna, or no, Huda, and then we got Shaker. And then we're out of here. And then we're out of here. Next to the wagon. Well, just run along next to the wagon like a Secret Service or something, right? Sort of run along next to the wagon. That way you never fell off. You never fell off. You never got on. You just ran alongside the whole time. You know, like the Kennedy Secret Service. Well, you know, JFK is probably a bad example for that, but okay. Well, so what is the next step for S? It looks like that there's some, wow, I've never seen this before. It looks like that you have some blockages with S. I think that there's some blockages between you and S. Just like in the Complete Tarot course, you know, not sponsored. Well, okay, sponsored. If you subscribe, you'll see the Complete Tarot course amongst the 700 videos to choose from. That these are blockages or these are barriers between you and where you want to get with S. It's almost like that you're not where you want to be. You're not where you want to be with S. Either S and you were on break or something happened and there was a bit of miscommunication or misunderstanding, or someone fell asleep on the job, or something happened here to where you and S maybe have some disconnects, or some things weren't going quite right, or you had some expectations that S did not have and S didn't get on it, or something happened. But anyway, we have this sort of this negative card of sleeping or resting or taking some type of a break, right? And then we get to all these freaking barriers. There's a lot of barriers. And we got the Hanged Man, who's the wrong way. We got a lot of barriers. The first barrier is that you're looking at S at a distance. I think that S is a bit of a distance for you. You're not able to sort of reach out and grab S. You know, back to the innuendos, I guess. You're not able to reach out and grab S, you know? Like you could reach out and grab the Muse Tarot. You can't do that. You can't reach out and grab S. We have that distance. But you're watching, not stalking. You know, I'm not saying stalking, but you're watching. You're watching and sort of waiting almost, and you're excited about this. And the next card says that you're trying to get messages back and forth, and either they aren't being delivered, or they're being misunderstood, or you're planning to get more messages out to S, because I think you have things to say. I think S has things to say as well, right? And the Hanged Man, once you get the communication going, once you get this package, once you get this letter, you know, and you keep that 6 foot, you know, social distancing, of course, you know, but you get the letter, the letter, and you wear protective gloves. You wear, see, the Anna K knew. The Anna K knew. They knew to keep 6 feet and wear protective gloves when handing off the letter. They knew. Anna K knew years ago. This was 10 years ago Anna K knew. But once you get that communication, I think the Hanged Man will give you a different perspective, and both of you have a bit of a different perspective on the situation. And that's going to be good to get back to where you want to be, because I don't think you are where you want to be with S. And I don't think that you are, you know, I don't think that you are exactly in the spot that you would like to be ultimately. So, well, there you go. Anyway, let me know if any of that resonated, because that was completely off the cuff there. That was without any information whatsoever. So let me know how that went. Will he try to come back? I don't know. If I were trying to come back, I would try to come back to the Wizard's Tarot. I mean, I'm just saying. Learning music and singing. That sounds so fun. That sounds great. Everybody likes to sing. Well, maybe somebody who doesn't have a voice. If you have a voice, I think you like to sing. Everybody likes to sing. You get the songs that you sing along on the radio. Do people listen to radio anymore? That you sing along to Apple Music? Or whatever. Okay. Anyway, will he try to come back? Is he on the way back? Is he headed this way? Is he right now? Is he headed this way? We need to find this out because this is important. The devil says maybe. The devil says maybe you don't want him to come back. Maybe you don't want him to come back. Do you really want him to come back? The devil says maybe not. Says maybe you have a bit of a conflicting thing. It does have a conflicting thing. By the way, there is no list. We have a gazillion donations and then we're leaving. So there's no list, but I'm here every night. Every night. If you don't get your reading tonight, come back. Come on back tomorrow night. I'm here every single night just for you. And we pick at random. The devil says, do you really want him to come back? I mean, Miss Michelle, do you really want him to come back? The devil said, and the end of the Queen of Swords. I think you're sort of anxious. I think you're anxious, maybe a bit anxious. Do you really, really want him to come back? The devil says, maybe not. Maybe not, but you have mixed emotions. You have mixed emotions on this, right? The Queen of Swords says you are anxious about it. Whatever happens, you're anxious about it. You're thinking about it. You're a bit anxious about it. And the Two of Swords says you really don't know. You really don't know because you're getting either conflicting messages or you, again, the devil really sort of spoils the whole spread. It's like you make this beautiful soup. You spend hours making this beautiful soup, and then somebody pours an entire thing of salt into it, right? It just seems like that's how the situation went. That's how the situation went. The star says that they are ultimately guided back. Yes, they're ultimately guided back, but the devil, again, is the entire container of salt got dumped into the soup. So the star says they are guided back. Maybe they will try, but I don't think so. I don't really think so. The star, normally, if anybody else read tarot, they would say that the star, he's guided back to you. You're guided together. You're both sort of each other's guiding light. But I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say because of the entire container of salt getting dumped into the stew, no, the star, he's squelched. He can't do it. He's going to get that. You see, look, he's going to get on the phone. He's going to pick it up and he go, should I call? Should I call? But what about the devil? Should I call? No, I'm not going to. No, I don't think I'm going to get a good reception. So anyway, that's what I say. If the devil wasn't there, that would have been a yes. That star would have been a yes. That would have been an excited yes. The clouds part, the sun shines, Shaker Maker's mechanic comes around and fixes your car. I mean, everything would just be great, but the devil ruined it all. The devil ruined it all. All right. Sid wants to know, can he get an MG NPR reading? All right. Let's find out about that. I sent you an email. Still trying to talk Shaker into it. Shaker's got to be convinced. Shaker's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's do the Golden Tarot. Would be good for this. Can I get an MGNPR reading? The Golden Tarot. The Golden Tarot. It just ruined everything. That thing of salt, it did. Actually, I didn't do that. I didn't spill a container of salt in it. But one time I was at a restaurant and I had a sandwich and I was putting some salt or pepper on it or something, and the lid fell off. Some prankster got the pepper lid and turned it just enough to where it was kind of on, but it wasn't on all the way. So we went, punk. And luckily, it's a sandwich. You can, go like that. But I thought that was funny. That was a pretty good prank. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8 for a prank. You just turn the pepper lid just enough to where the gravity makes it fall off. I'm going to give that an 8. Shaker, yeah, email me. I'm just saying. Going to give it an 8. All right. So Sid wants a MGNPR rating. We will find out about that. The Moon, the World, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. The Moon says that your current, The moon says that you need to work on your meditation. You need to sort of work on your meditation at this point. I think a lot of distractions are abound, and they're getting in your way, and you're not able to focus sometimes. And I think meditation will be good for you at this point. So doing some light meditation, getting focused on meditation, doing things and, sort of moving into that realm, I think would be good because it'll give you more focus. It'll give you more what you need. It'll be able to get your mind into the now and be able to focus a little bit better because you have been distracted. A lot of things are sort of getting in the way of you getting focused on what you need to be focused on, right? The world says, I think that also sort of getting that, the world says that getting your goals lined up for what you want to be doing for the next couple of years is important. I think that you're all over the place in some respects. I think you're all over the place in many respects. So getting your goals lined up so you know where to focus, you know what to focus on, you know how to spend your time, so you're not doing like me and just randomly watching shows and randomly reading 4 or 5 books at the same time. So get your focus on. I think your goals need to be refined. The Ace of Cups, so everybody else is telling you to meditate also. Okay, well that works. The Ace of Cups into the Queen of Wands means that your communication with either your family or a particular loved one needs to be ramped up a bit. So let them know when things are wrong. Let them know when things are spilling over. Let them know when things aren't going well. And just because I want it all, I have to focus. So keep your loved ones in mind. Let them know. Keep the communication up with them, because a lot of times there's kind of concern about what you're doing or how you're doing it. And it's better to let them know, and it's better to communicate with them and be upfront with them than have them try to come to you and try to drag it out of you. So basically, that's it. Basically, that is it. That is it for your Major General Colonel Corporal reading. All right, so Huda wants a birthday reading, and Huda asked that question like a year ago. Huda asked her question like a year ago. Let me scroll up and find Huda's question. Happy birthday to you. Please don't forget about my question. I will be 30. Can I have a reading on how this chapter of my life will be? Sure. All right. Huda wants to know. I'm 30. What's next? I'm 30. What's next? What's next? I need to do my eyebrows. Okay. Is that what the next chapter of your life has in store, is eyebrows? What do I want to do? I want to do some Ciro Marchetti. I want to do some Ciro Marchetti right here. Oh, who was getting the Marchetti tarot? Because I'm jelly. I mean, I'm just saying right now, I'm jelly. All right. That Ciro Marchetti, that cloth that he has, wow. I'm just saying that Marchetti tarot cloth is just stunning. It's just stunning. And I would have bought it if all of this virus crap wasn't in the air. The invisible boogeyman wasn't threatening everything, and I wasn't concerned about the economy. I would have bought it already, but I am concerned about the economy, especially if we don't get out of lockdown soon. If they wait until like August, we got some problems. We got some real problems. All right. Anyway, all right. So you're 30. What's next? The High Priestess says that, the Ten of Wands. So you want financial love. You want the whole thing. Page of Swords. I think as far as love concerns, you're entering a space to where your love is going to be more focused. In other words, you're going to be wasting less time. And I think that you've wasted time. I think that you're tired of wasting time. You want that focus. You want that laser-guided focus on what you want in love. And if it's not acceptable to you, you're going to get out. You're not going to waste more time. You know what you want at this point. You sort of refined your needs, your desires, your wants. And I think a love is concerned, you're going to have a better laser focus towards your target, and things are going to be looking good with that, right? So I think your relationships overall are going to improve, and your downtime between relationships is not really a downtime anymore. I think you're starting to see your pause or your delay or your gap between relationships or your gap between love as being something that you cherish, something where you can have your own time. You can focus on yourself instead of something where I'm just going to be, looking for love, or I'm going to be lonely. I think those days are gone. I think now you're going to look at this as an opportunity to improve yourself or find yourself or enjoy the time with just you, right? Enjoy the time with just you. So I think love life is going to improve. Your time is going to improve. Things are looking good. As far as money is concerned, I think that you have the 10 of Wands. It's going to be an up or down situation. It's almost like that you're not going to have enough or you're going to have more than enough, but you're never going to be in the situation where you're just stable. And I think you're going to be chasing that though, right? You're going to be chasing that. And that's going to be a bit elusive for a little bit. In other words, you're going to have too much or you're going to have not enough. And so you're going to have to find that happy medium between those two extremes. And I think overall that's going to be better for you. And it's going to work out better for you. As far as money's concerned as well, I think that you have the knowledge and the guidance right now to where you can do some of the side projects that you want to do to earn some money, right? So you can sell some products or you can do your hobby and make money at it. I think that you have the knowledge and the wisdom now to be able to go forth and do something like that and be able to prosper something like that as well. So there you go. All right. It's supposed to be graduation. My daughter's graduation has been canceled. Did you see the graduation in Japan where they have robots? They had a high school or a college graduation and they had robots with people's picture on it. Anyway. All right, is Mike and the Mechanics compatible? Are we compatible? There we go. All right, SM, and then we're going to get out of here. Man, Mike is really on your mind. I'm just saying, Mike is really on your mind. I mean, I don't know what Mike did, but, I mean, I need a lesson from Mike. I'm just saying. All right. Just, I mean, maybe I can have a stream with Mike. I can have a stream with Mike and he'll do a tutorial or something. Who knows? We'll use, by the way, a tutorial. You could use the Victorian, the romantic Victorian. You didn't see the robots. Yeah, go check it out. There's robots and they had an iPad on the robot's face and it was the person on a FaceTime. Anyway, that's pretty funny. That is very funny. You had to be there. I actually wasn't there, but all right. Mike and the Mechanics. Find out if it is compatible or no. Could it be or could it not be? All right. Let's see. We're running out of room. You're always on my mind. Willie Nelson. Is Willie Nelson still around? I remember he was old when I was a teenager. Is he still around? All right, I got to go look this up now. It's bothering me. I know Kenny Rogers just passed. Is Willie Nelson still around? I'm being serious. He was old when I was like a teenager. Let me look. Willie Nelson... You're always on my mind. Is he still alive? Is it going to come up? Willie Nelson, Wikipedia. Willie Nelson, born 1933. Wow. Dude, he was old when I was like a teenager. Willie Hugh Nelson. I guess he's still around. It doesn't have a date of death. I can't believe that. Man, he's got 19... That is insane. Oh man, that is awesome though. I want to live to be that old. That's good. Well, okay. Well, can you imagine me doing tarot? I'm like 90. I'm like, I don't think any. Will all of you keep watching if I'm 90? I mean, I'm just saying, that's a long time away. Will all of you keep watching? I mean, I'll come in and be like, Brianna, hello, we're doing tarot. How do you sound when you're 90? I don't know. Yeah. So, maybe I have like a squeaky voice or something. Who knows? By then I can have a different voice. I mean, that's a long way away. By then I assume I can have some other voice. I can have like any voice I want to have some electronics I can just, plug my microphone into. Okay. So are you compatible? The Three of Swords is really a crappy card to sort of start out this, and then Death is really a crappy card to start out this as well. So as far as the Three of Swords goes, the good old-fashioned heartbreak card, all the weed he smokes keep him young. Could be. It could be. We'll still be asking the same questions. Will Hades still be coming in asking about Jay when I'm 90? I'm not sure. I can't make any promises. Brianna, you got to. Brianna, we have a tarot meetup. Well, by then, I don't think everybody would be seeing anybody in person because you could get the virus. Who knows? Maybe the virus will still be around. The Three of Swords as a negative card sort of starting this out mean that timing is a bit challenging in this particular relationship. Timing is a bit challenging. Death sort of says that the transitional relationship is a bit unusual for you because you're used to a more of a dedicated relationship. Are you used to more of a formal, play by the numbers where everything goes this way and that way in a predictable type relationship? And I think that you're sort of comfortable in that space, but this has sort of caught you off guard. So the Three of Swords into Death, we have that transitional thing that's sort of putting a hamper on, or putting a bit of a hamper on things and how they're moving and how they're going, and it's sort of concerning you, and you do have that sort of that weird type of thing as well. The King of Swords says, though, that your communication abilities, your synchronicity with communication is excellent. The Ten of Cups says that your emotional connection and getting the good feels, another innuendo, but tonight is going to be one of those nights, By the way, did you know that I have the Muse Tarot? Okay, so the King of Swords says that communication is there, and you're getting what you need from the communication. You're getting what you need from the communication, and that's a big thing, right? Because you can have great communication, but if you're not getting what you need from it, because I can sit here and talk all day about nonsense, and until we get into deep things, until we go below the surface, how you doing today communication, nobody's going to be happy in a relationship. Let's be honest. But the King of Swords says you have that ability. You have that ability. And you can't make any promises for tomorrow. It's not tomorrow, Brianna. It's 30. It's more than 30 years from now. 30 years from now. You got plenty of time to plan. I mean, it's plenty of time to plan, Brianna. It's 30 years. I mean, I'm just saying, 30 years, you got to show up at a stream. You got to show up at a stream. I'm counting on you. You have to. So you're getting that level of communication, that deeper level of communication that you need to be happy. Kevin B., thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate it. The Ten of Cups says that you both have these big plans. You have these big plans. You have this excitement. There's that energy. There's that spark. And there's that emotional thing that's going as well, right? So Judgment says that you just need to start on your own. You need to have your own space to thrive. You need to have your own little space to thrive. And is that going to be possible here or there? Maybe. But the more defined space that you have, the more judgment, right? The more of that rebirth And tumbleweed would be somewhere completely different. It doesn't matter where you are. It's the internet. It's the internet. And it's 30 years. You can plan. But judgment says that you need that individual space or that private space to flourish and to grow and to get the connection there and to get the connection stronger and stronger. And then as you have that space together or that privacy together without all the distractions, without all the drama, because this is a terrible time for having a lot of different things, right? Especially a relationship, because you're going to be extremely busy. They're going to be extremely busy. You have the whole weird virus thing where you can't do normal things like go do stuff, like go do stuff that normal dating stuff. And, it's just weird. So judgment says the more of that you get, the more of that traditional feel that you get, the more of that sort of moving into that space, I think that's going to be better for you. But yeah, you're compatible. You get the deeper emotional communication, you get the deeper communication, you have the excitement, that energy, that emotional spark, that energy. You got a couple of dents in the armor, but all right. It's all right. So there you go. I'm going to answer your question tomorrow. Did I miss somebody? Because I need to get up and walk around. Okay, who did I miss? What is happening? I'm allowed one visitor. There you go. Might try to sneak it in. Just say last reading. You might try to sneak it in. If he doesn't do it now, he'll make a video, answer your question tomorrow. So what's happening here? Laura H. I sent a new super chat, or just one per stream. Yeah, I need to go. So, I need to eat and all this other stuff. So, Laura H., if you want a private reading, or if you want, a dedicated video or something, just email me and work something out, whatever. So, there we go. I hope everybody has enjoyed it. I have certainly, and I'm going to go eat because I am hungry. We will see you tomorrow, and thank you for joining. See you next time.